Hey everybody, Flip and Danny here, founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies, and welcome to another episode of our podcast, which is called
Freedom Through Passive Income.
And this is another episode. This is a live episode. We're on location.
For the second time.
Yeah, right here, you see, we're amidst all of the wood here. We're actually in sunny, sort of rainy Cancun, but we normally would do like a one where we're like in the sunset or whatever, but we got some inclement weather, but it's it looks like it's starting to clear up out there because we know that the rain's not going to last long. But welcome. This is week 46.
Yes, week 46.
What?
Yeah.
Only this many left?
Only 6 left.
And for those of you that are just listening, I held up 6 fingers on one hand.
And we have a piece of like wood behind us because you couldn't see that either.
It's driftwood pulled from the Gulf of Mexico.
Probably made to look like.
Probably not, really. Yeah.
Since it's in every single room at this resort.
Shh, don't tell that. Come on. Anyway, welcome to week 46. This is the week recap.
Yeah.
And so it started all the way last week, which seems like eons ago because of everything that's been going on.
Yeah, and actually not the recap. It's a progress update. Tomorrow's the recap.
Tomorrow's the recap. I always get those words. I won't get them right. We're 320 episodes in, and I still won't get them right. Anyway, this is the week something or other, and we talk about what we just did.
Yes, so the progress update since last Thursday when we gave you that one. First of all, it's been more fun than work.
Yes.
Because as soon as we recorded those for you last week, we pretty much we're done.
Yeah.
And we were in vacation mode. So on Friday, even though we were still in the States at that point in time, we took off the day and went to Animal Kingdom.
Yep, because it was actually a holiday. It was Veterans Day.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And we planned on taking it off anyway. And then all of a sudden we realized, well, our company is called Freedom Real Estate Group. And so we don't. We celebrate this holiday.
Yes, we do.
And so our company was off that day, and we're like, well, hey, good thing we decided to take that one off.
Yeah.
And so we do what everyone does on Veterans Day, and we went to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. And that was fun. Like, because we haven't been there in a long time, and I honestly couldn't even remember the last time we were there.
Right.
So it was like seeing everything for the very first time.
Yeah.
My favorite was Avatar.
Oh, yeah, that was really cool, because that was new.
Yeah. That was really, really cool. So that was my favorite. Looking forward to going back. Because we only did, like, whenever we go to the parks now, because we live close, we go and we walk, and that's it.
So we just walk straight. We walk straight through. We don't stop anything. We might go into a couple shops.
Yeah, but we don't do anything because we just want to get the lay of the land again and then come back with intention of, hey, we really like this the most, and let's now spend the day. And it's such a more relaxing experience than going there and trying to cram.
Not only into one day,
Yeah, exactly right. So after Animal Kingdom, we spent the weekend packing and getting everything ready, the dogs ready, us ready, and we flew out to Cancun on Monday. And you and I were in the pool yesterday. My brother is here as well, but we were in the pool yesterday and talking about the fact that this is our best trip to date being here, and so we want to talk about that and why.
It's only taken us about 10 times coming here to figure out the progress and how to do everything, but there is a bit of a nuance to how to make the most out of this. It is all inclusive. It's no matter where you turn around, there's drinks and there's food, and the first couple times here, you can take advantage of both of those things, and before you know it, 7 days is gone, and you're like, what just happened? And so this week, we've been planning it out and doing everything in motion and like having a purpose for each thing, and not just going, let's go to the dessert cart and eat half the cart. Let's see if we can get the ice cream man to run out of ice cream. So it's been nothing like that, and it's been so far. This is day 3?
Yeah, this is
day 3 of the vacation, and so far it's been absolutely spectacular.
Yes, and I will say we even paced out our massages and golf and things like that, so that the first day when Lyle came in, my brother, we were able to take him on a tour that morning. So we had nothing scheduled that day, so it was a really great day to take him on a tour of all 3 buildings, so that way when we were gone and doing our events and things that we do on our own, he would have something to do, or at least understand where everything's at, so that he could go do whatever he wanted to do.
And the resort's actually enormous. From one end to the other end along the beachfront, it's 3 miles long. So it took us all day to show him about 80% of the place. So it's a quite extensive place.
And then my favorite move I did for appointments is I changed my haircut color to the end, the very last day that we're here, because otherwise I've always I've wanted to have a fresh haircut for when we experience, but then they color it and they go, okay, don't dip your head in the pool, and I'm like, oh crap. So this
There's pools everywhere.
I know. So this time, I can get in the pool and I can fully swim and not have to worry about my hair because I'm not getting anything done until Sunday. So I was happy about that. Plus, I will say on this final note, which we'll talk about at the end of this podcast, is on a personal note, I've never been more present. Like every time I think about work, I'm like, stop. You're not here. And every other trip, it's just been very stressed about work and this and that and whatever. And I don't think it was necessary even back then. It just was a reality of my life. And I'm growing and learning and to take a step back and just, trust the team. And they're there and they're taking care of everything. And I'm really, really grateful for them. So all of you who are listening to this, if you're on the team, thank you so very, very much for allowing Flip and I to really learn how to de-stress and relax when we're on vacation, because you guys have it covered and we really, really appreciate you. And we're thankful you actually listen to these podcasts. It just cracks us up every time that we're like, our team that I feel like knows us more than anybody else knows us listens to these podcasts. So thank you guys for everything that you do. We appreciate you. And then this morning, before you just got back from massage, while I was waiting for Flip so that we could record this podcast, I was scheduling out the remaining podcasts because we had dates in there. And then I went, AJ's not working. We need to record these earlier so that AJ can have them, so that he can edit them, and so that we can get them out. And so I'm redoing all the dates and reblocking stuff on our calendar. So that's been a fun experience this morning to redo all of that. And then I said I was going to mention this at the very end of this podcast was just the biggest probably game changer for me this year. And it's really just the past couple months has been working with Annie. Andy is my mindset and leadership coach, and really on the mindset front, you think of mindset and you think of how it's going to help you in your career and your leadership skills and things like that. It does, but it also helps you on a personal front. And quite frankly, I think if you don't work on the personal front, you can't show up as a good leader, right? So all these cool things she's teaching me, and I just got off a call while you were coming back. I had scheduled a call mid-vacation because I thought, I don't need to talk to her all on vacation. I went, hey, think through that again. Because I bet if I'm trying to go on a vacation for the very first time and really, really, truly just take time for myself and stop working so much, even on vacation, I bet you I'm going to freak out a little bit. And it's true. The timing was perfect for a call this morning because she said, how are you doing? I said, actually, I'm doing great. But today was a great time for this call because the first 2 days I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm not thinking about work. I'm just touching base once a day, making sure I answer any urgent questions. I've been more present than I ever have before. We're having a wonderful time. I said, but today I kind of woke up and I was just like, this is starting to feel a little wonky. I'm getting a little anxious about the fact that I'm not working. And she was like, I thought I gave you kind of a 1 to 2 day grace period of let's see how long it takes her to for her body to freak out because she's used to being in this frame of mind. Right. So it was a really good time for a call. And I think that this is an important lesson and why I wanted to talk about it today, because even though it's personal, I think our personal lives affect our professional lives in ways that we have no idea. So I thought it would be good for you guys to know that if you don't work on yourselves personally, I think it's a really good idea too, because I'm going to show up better for myself, for Flip, my family, my team, and it all just correlates together. Like it's all just one big thing. Right. And you never really realize how much they all affect each other until you do work like this. And I've always bought the personal development books and all that other stuff. And it's been a done for you approach. Right. This is way better. I've got somebody else just kind of yelling at me going, Penny. And I'm like, oops, okay, I'll change. I'm trying. So it's really cool. So I just thought I'd talk about that. Yeah. So that's all I got. You got anything else for progress?
I set a world record yesterday at the golf course for not losing 18 balls on the first round. So that's pretty good. Yeah.
Congratulations, baby.
Very difficult golf course here when there's no leniency. Once you hit it off of the fairway, it's gone. Yeah. Say goodbye. Good riddance, ball. Nice knowing you.
Oh, and on the work front, I had written all these notes down on this little this pad of paper, and the one thing I forgot is that the team is we are in the middle of a raise. We couldn't talk about it, right? Because it's 506B. We always tell you to get in the investor club.
That's right.
So we still can't talk about it because it's not closed. We can talk about it after it's closed, but the team has been behind the scenes getting all the docs signed, getting all the wires in, updating our partner every single day on all of that. So again, I'm just so incredibly thankful that all of that can happen while we're
trying to relax
and actually doing a better job than usual.
Exactly.
So thank you again, team. You're amazing.
Well, awesome. Well, that was an awesome recap review, whatever it was that we did in the last week. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you're heading on over to our website, freedomcapitalinvestments.com, to join that investor club, like she said.
Yep.
So that way you can catch all the stuff that we're doing, because we got a lot of stuff going on here at the end of the year. So make sure you're heading over there to join the investor club. Also, check out all the swag and check us out on all the social medias as well. But we'd like to end all of our episodes with
Invest smart.
Live happy.
Bye, everybody.
Nothing on this show should be considered specific, personal, or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, financial, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions and information on the show are not guaranteed. All investment strategies have the potential for profit and loss.